Hey there, what's up? What is the word there? Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. So glad to have you back, girl. What's up? What's up? Okay, my name is Verena Lake for those of you who are new. And in today's video, we are going to be doing Pisces a horoscope makeup.
It says if you hear any noise, please excuse that. So let's just go into this real quick. So Pisces, they like being alone, sleeping, music, romance, visual, spiritual. It says that their strengths are compassionate, artistic, intuitive, they're gentle, wise, and they're musical. And some of their weaknesses, it says that they're fearful, over trusting, sad, desire to escape reality. Ooh, that's a little bit deep. But their birthstone is an amethyst, so that's what the look for today's video is going to be about. So don't forget to like this video, make sure you watch it till the end, and then subscribe and share it so your other friends can see this video. And also connect with me on other social media. I have links to all of that in the description down below. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this makeup look started.
So the first thing I'm going to do is prime my eye. Remember, if you have hooded eyes, this is very essential, or just in general. So I'm going to be taking my 𝐜𝐴𝐥𝐿 Pro Conceal in the color Warm Honey. That's the lightest color that I have. And I'm taking this brush. I usually use my fingers, but I felt a little fancy today, so I'm taking a brush to do that. And I started off at the base of my lid, and then I usually work my way up because this is so light. I don't want to have that white or very, very light color like directly under my eyebrow, so I want a nice blend. So you see, I started in the center at the base, and I'm working my way outward with the brush, and then I will do the same thing to the other side. So now, instead of using my pressed powder, I switched it up a little. I switched it up on y'all. I'm using my Sacha Buttercup setting powder to set my concealer now. And when I did show you the primer from the crayon case, I put that down before the concealer itself, so I use both of them. And now I'm taking a big fluffy brush, and I'm actually just dipping into the cover of the powder and taking the excess that's there and putting it over my eye. So let's get into the shadows, honey. So I'm using the MacBook, my Ride or Die, and I'm going to go into that brown color at the base with that same fluffy brush, because I'm using this as my transition color or my buffer for blending, because I have hooded eyes, and eyeshadows tend to go up under my eyebrows real quick, just to kind of give me a nicer blend. Okay, and I would encourage anybody to do this no matter what type of eye shape that you have. So we're going back to the palette, and we're taking that second blue color in the column, and as I always do, eyes open, look straight forward, and I take my brush and I'm pressing it into my crease. This is one of the most useful techniques. This shows you how high your shadow is going to go. So after I did that, I went ahead and just pressed the powder, the shadow all over my eye as to how high up I wanted it. And now I'm blending it out. Okay, we blend over here in this channel, honey. There's no way to get away from it. So you see how there is still some space between the eyeshadow and my eyes, because we put that down earlier. And then now I'm going to take the white eyeshadow. This eyeshadow is very, very chalky, guys, and there's a lot of fallout. If you have the Crayon Case matte book palette, then you know what I'm talking about. So I'm just putting that on my lid in the inner corner of my eye where I didn't really put much eyeshadow. So after I put that down, I'm just tapping it, making sure. And now I'm going back to blend around the white eyeshadow and the blue eyeshadow. So blending is a continuous process. Okay, guys, just keep that in mind. You can do it as much as you want, for how long that you want, once it looks good. So now I'm taking some glitter glue and my silver glitter. This time I kind of mixed the both of them at the back of my hand, because the last time I put down the glue first and then put the glitter on top. So I was just trying something different just to see how best I liked it. So I already put it on one of my eyes, and now I'm putting it on this eye, but I did the same thing. So I'm just continuing to pat that, not dragging it, and I'm actually using a lip brush to do this. Once you have a small brush that's not going to get all over the place and it's not fluffy, then it'll be fine. You'll be good, you'll be good. And I'm just coming a little closer just so you guys can see. I'm using the white eyeshadow as a background, basically, because if I just went ahead and put the glitter without the white background, then you would probably just see my bare skin and it wouldn't look as nice. But the glitter, the chunkier glitter, went on one part of my eye than the other. I mean, that's okay. I would just have preferred for them to be distributed evenly, so just be mindful of that when you're using your glitter. Try to take the same size pieces to put on your eye. I know that might be a little difficult because I just dip my brush and whatever I get from it, I get that, but just so that it looks even. And now I'm going back into my MAC mixing medium. If you're no stranger to the channel, you already know this process, honey, but I like to keep my glitters and shimmers in check, put them in quarantine. They ain't going nowhere, okay? Since I have hooded eyes, transfer is a big problem, so I'm basically using the glue and the mixing medium to make sure they stay in place. Oh, guess what? It's a full face tutorial, guys. Surprise! So I know I have not been doing a lot of this because my skin has been breaking out, but this video was actually recorded some time ago before I gave my skin a break. So look at you guys, I know some of you guys will appreciate this because it's been a hot minute since I actually did a full face tutorial. I told you guys it was coming, I won't lie to y'all. So I'm using the Fenty foundation. This is the shade 400, and I usually just like to put those little dots all over my face, distribute the shadow, the foundation. What is wrong with me and saying shadow? The foundation. I've been doing eyeshadow tutorials so much. I've just put down the dots on my face, and now I'm taking my setting spray. I'm spraying it on the sponge. You can also spray it on your face if you like as well, but the reason I do this is to increase the longevity of my makeup, to make sure it lasts all day. And a chemist actually says that this is how you're supposed to use the setting spray. Instead of just putting it on your face and just letting it sit there, this is how you get more out of the product. So I'm just pressing that in. So after I applied that foundation everywhere, I'm going back to my concealer, but this is in the color Fawn. So this isn't the lightest one, this is the one that has more of a yellow or warm undertone, and I'm taking my concealer brush. I use my concealer brush to lay down my concealers instead of, just the applicator, because it gives me more precision and control over exactly where I'm placing this, just so it's not just so messy and I'll have the same amount of product under each eye, because if you put too much, then it's gonna be a mess. Okay, so I'm like, look at the glitter at the back of my hand. It just stayed there, but it will come out after. So I'm doing the same thing on the other eye. Notice I don't pass the end of my nose, and I don't put the concealer too far out on my eye. Okay, so as you just saw me did, whenever I still need like a little more concealer, I would put the applicator, but that's not the main thing that I use. So you see, I'm really taking my time to make sure I place that down evenly. Okay, all right. And then I would also put some of that on my chin. I'm also going to put some on my forehead and draw a thin enough line down my nose. And if you did not know, we use concealer to basically highlight or bring back some light or brightness to the face, because foundation just cancels out all the different tones on your face and can leave you looking very drab. So basically, we're putting the concealer to give our face that natural highlight that we would normally have anyway. And I'm taking a smaller blending sponge or beauty blender, which is damp. Never use your sponges dry, okay? I'll be judging you if you do that. So I just go ahead and take my time and blend it out. Like I told you, we love to blend over here on the channel, honey. Okay, so make sure you do that and just take your time. I'm just adding some because I felt like I lost some of the color, and you're welcome to do this as well. So those glitters and the only thing we're putting in quarantine, we are going to be setting that concealer, making sure it doesn't go anywhere either, boo boo kitty. So I didn't show it in the video, but usually what I do when I dip into the powder, I would press the sponge at the back of my hand just to get rid of any excess and to make sure I'm applying that powder evenly. So the same way, and I'm pressing it into my skin. I am not rolling my sponge or dragging it too much to disturb the concealer that I took my time to blend out. Look at this base, guys. Look at the base. I was just feeling this. This looks so good. I was so proud, and I was so disappointed that I wasn't going anywhere and nobody was gonna see this beat besides you guys. So then I'm taking my powder brush and my pressed powder. Earlier you saw me use it to sweep off whatever excess powder I would have. I normally don't have any leftover powder by the time that I'm done pressing it in because I use so little. And now I'm just pushing this all over my face. This brush is heavenly, guys. It is so soft and I love it. So I'm just putting that powder all over my face just to set the rest of my face, because theoretically I would want this to last all day long, even if I took it off after I did the look, but that's okay. And now I'm going to add some highlight, put some glow honey. The glitter was not enough sparkle for me, baby girl, so I went into my Black Radiance True Complexion palette and I took the highlight shade that was there. Notice how I'm tilting my head to the side and moving it around. I'm basically doing this to see where the light is falling on my face and to make sure that this highlight is gonna be seen and blind the haters and everybody else who's looking. You are going to see me glow whether you like it or not, period. And I also put some on my lips just because I like the way it looks. You don't have to. And yes, I highlight my big nose and you ain't gonna do nothing about it. So now I went back into my eyeshadow palette. I took that same blue color and now I'm adding some shadow under my eye just to connect the shadow on the top of my eye to my bottom, and I just like the way it looks. It just completes the look for me, honey. And excuse me for being on this side so much. That's where my mirror was, so I had to bend to the side a little. And now I'm just going to put a wing. No, I didn't put the wing all across my eye. It was just from the outer corner to, let's say, the middle, or to at least where the glitter was. If you would want to put a full wing, I would encourage you to put your wing first and then put the glitter after, because if you're trying to draw your wing over the glitter, then it can be a little messy. So yeah, you can draw your liner first and then put the glitter after. Just a quick tip there. So now I'm doing this thing to the other side, and I do have a video showing you how I do my eyeliner, and I will link that in the cards above. Okay, don't worry, girl, I got you. All right, so then after that I'm going to put my mascara. Again, see how I'm tilting my head slightly backwards when I'm doing my top lashes. And the one for this mascara is very, very thin. This is from Wet n Wild. It's the Mega Wear mascara. And now it's time for the gloss, honey, and this gloss is from the Lip Bar and it is in the color Minimalist. It's just a clear gloss, but I love it. I'm new to the gloss world, so I started off with a clear one, and I just like how shiny it is. Mwah, look at my lips, girl, my big sexy lips. I know you see it. So now I'm going back to finish setting my face. I'm taking more setting spray, blocking my eyeshadow because I don't want it to get wet, and now I am gently pressing my beauty blender into my skin just to make sure that's all there. And this is the final look, guys. Look at that. Listen, I would go outside with this on a normal day, okay? Don't be afraid to let them see your glow, baby girl. Okay. I love this look so much, and I'm definitely going to be bringing you guys more glitter looks soon. Okay, now don't forget to like this video, give it a big thumbs up, share the video with your friends, don't be greedy, and all the links to my social media are down below. Mwah. See you guys. So I conveniently put these other videos for you to go ahead and check out, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more makeup videos for beginners and women with hooded eyes. I'll catch you on another video, honey. Mwah.